And we are officially live. Sure. Let's call this the pre-show because yep, we do have audio. Okay. Yes. Welcome to Markets and Stuff with Room 110. It's just going to be me, Vlad, and Magna tonight. Busy, unfortunately. Um, yeah. Yeah. Room 110 is a constellation of awesome individuals that like to build bridges and trade internet coin charts. Enjoy the show. That was that intro. That was my first intro, Magna. I think so, yeah. Right, yeah, I figure, we gotta um, make Wick proud, so to speak. So let's. Yeah, which one? What's up with that? I totally did not get. Was it the number of accounts or? Yeah. All right, so I guess we just kind of stumble onto something that I didn't necessarily intended to present here, but I think we're looking for a lower dollar. That's basically it, or a consolidation. So yeah, nice. Yeah, and I mean the reason for that, like super simple. We took liquidity below here, or this entire little range, and then we ran up, took liquidity above here. I think this was February or January. January high. Yep. Um, and yeah, so I mean, purely sequentially, we either kind of go down further, consolidate here for a bit. Probably consolidate, I guess. Makes more sense because we like had a pretty long leg. Yeah, pretty much. That. All right, let's have a quick. Well, Head and Shoulders developing some kind of like crooked version of the Head and Shoulders. Yeah. Yeah, and it always lifts a lot on one side, so very crooked. This crooked guy. All right, yeah. So we have we have S&P grunting. I mean, I think this is too. Probably looking for higher or extended kind of consolidation here until we finally either break. At which point we're all dead, or do that whole thing. I don't know. That's kind of my 2 cents, I guess. On legacy, do you want to give a tour as well, or? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can send like Tether over the Polygon network as well. But maybe Coinbase can't accept it though. What? Yeah. What do we do now? Is yeah, that's the question, isn't it? I mean, it depends, I guess, on. Do you know when the news, finance news, was released? Was it this dump basically? Or is my chart is odd time zone for you, but LA time? Yeah. See, now I'm just thinking, like, yeah, because if it dumped, this also, yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, really. I would say, like, in terms of, how did the market react from it? Like, what happened here is, hmm. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see something like that play out, but just as easily, of course, if the floor kind of falls through on this one, it starts to like consolidate here for a bit. It's not something you want to comfortably long, uh, unless it visits the lows here very rapidly, I would say. Yeah, mm, Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. This is a nice. This had long, to be honest. Yeah, yeah. This had long. Oh, nice, nice. Indeed, indeed. Nice. I'd buy something like that. Hmm. What about this one? I mean, the GMX one I would like. But XRP is also, yeah, I mean, it is so uniquely hated by everyone. Um, it would be amazing if it ran hard. Yeah, I mean, this one looks, this one looks cooked, basically, right? For upside. Yeah, yeah, right. Oh, right, right. The 13 trillion market cap. I don't even know. It's a good one though. Yeah, yeah, no, it's yeah, something like that. Um, for XRP, I mean, yeah. So this one is tough because here it's kind of okay. It's a weekly chart. Yeah, this chart could very well. I mean, it's always hard. I find it hard to get in like right here. Obviously, I would have liked um, to get into this. Way I usually try to do it is look for kind of old significant lows to be tested and subsequently held. Some ways, so either that one or this one would have been sort of my entry signal after this big candle, but totally missed that one. Um, and I don't know, like we don't have that much more in terms of how I typically get in. There's more or less only potential shorts from here, like short term kind of scalp plays, which would be very counter trend because I think if this thing does go, it's going to be very big candles probably. Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, for this one, like, you could, on like a lower time frame, like, I could get in on something like this. This would be a, I would have probably shorted this, actually, this retrace. And basically, my setups usually form that way that I can kind of, if my setup is invalidated, I can reverse the position. So you could probably market long this, to be honest, put a stop like on these, you know, if you were to want to risk something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you wanted to gamble, which it would be, yeah, easily. This might be more of a fun, like short term kind of. It could have a good, could have a stab at shorting these and them, but not, not after like a U kind of curve like this that screams a little higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They, yeah, very, very rarely, I would say. I mean, for XRP, I guess looking at it like an, I could say that we are in this price range, purple, and we just kind of fib this range real quick. Should midpoint, we're at the midpoint, right? And so I wouldn't trade this anyway. I want to trade range extremes, if anything. This is probably what to expect for now, just because it is the middle and kind of historically what has happened here. Probably not too excited. Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, short setups maybe, or something. I don't know. Doge. Man, this chart is so ugly though. Yeah. All right, let's get into the hot stuff. Yeah, this thing has been brutal. Absolutely brutal. I but hey, I got my level finally. The 1.169. Yeah, the meme number. Now this, yeah, so funny thing, right? I decided to do just coding last night instead of trading. I'm building a back testing and kind of. Anyways, So I had a bid somewhere around here, this level that I totally forgot about. Opened Bybit this morning. I was like, oh, I'm in profit, and it was like it was somewhere around here or something like that. And I was like, all right, I'll just exit this. Actually got short on the same on like the flip flop trade. So I traded this like a range, took a few trades within this range, and then I did try to like. Or wait, no shit, sorry, that's all wrong. That was all of that was before this last final dip. So my level was probably around here. Got out somewhere here. Super lucky that I just noticed it. Um, got short a little bit, right? And anyways, finally saw this happen. I had removed my bid, which is how you know it's good usually. Um, but I managed to get in on market like somewhere around here, so like 117.30, like that. Um, yeah, and I went in market proper. Took a big chunk. Yeah. Oh, the no, the back testing engine. That is just going to be that's just going to be me kind of formulating strategies by programmatically. So I'm working right now on back testing various versions of kind of SFP related strategies, right? So that would be one of these, right? For now, at least, it's and I'm building it in a way so that this is going to be a module that can be plugged into something bigger, uh, if I so choose. But for now, it's just a good way to because I can do this on all pairs on Binance, for example. I can test one strategy on all pairs on Binance on a multitude of time frames on all strategy parameters that could be changed, hypothetically. Um, and I actually figured out a way to put some machine learning on the parameter tuning aspect of it. So basically, it's like a nice little script that works through all trading pairs, and basically takes out the optimal version of my defined strategy per pair, basically, and then gives me kind of basically what I wanted to do, right, is to tell me what to trade using a specific strategy. Uh, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's just a hobby thing, but you gotta keep working on the edge, right? Not much, to be honest. And this one's not looking good either right now. On a nice wick like this, I would want to see not this kind of chunky, which makes me think, considering everything else is kind of bearish, you could see something like that happening on ARB, and then you're gonna get that proper like airdrop holder flush, or possibly it just bleeds a little bit slower, right? Ooh, I don't think so. I don't think there's that many. Let me check. Um, let's see. Let's share the tab. Okay, so 86%. Right, right. Not to mention getting short on an offshore exchange, which they probably did as well. They could be. Maybe it's not offshore for them. Too high. Yeah, yeah, that is true. But you get what you pay for. That's about right. Arbitrum. Excuse me. Yeah, what Arbitrum? Yeah, what is Arbitrum, etc. Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, so Arbitrum is a layer two chain, you would call it, which is meant to scale Ethereum, kind of plain and simply. So there are a couple of these. There is, Optimism, which is also a very very similar layer two chain, and the main idea is like fairly simple. You get cheaper transactions by compressing all of the transaction data like a zip file, and when you have compressed your little zip file, which is what Arbitrum does, very very simply put, then you post that on the Ethereum chain, and that just gives you a much lower fees. So you can have more economic activity in general, like a higher velocity because of that, right? Yeah, I mean, you can think of it like that, exactly. Like, yeah, I mean, we shouldn't get into the depth of it because number one, I don't know it to that detail to where I can like confidently explain it. But the gist of it is, yeah, you compress the transaction data or the data that all of the users submit to the chain. So you compress that, and then you post a proof on a slower, more secure chain, like for example. Then you have some other interesting features that are kind of unique to Arbitrum. They launched layer threes on it now, which is kind of the same concept, just abstracted one level higher, basically. Oh Christ, that is super unfortunate. Do you hear me, Douglas? Let me check this quick.
Oh, Clowny Wonka is in the chat, has entered the chat. What's up?
Man, I've just who are you guys talking with? Like we're only 3 people in here. Who's Douglas?
Oh, because we're on Twitch too, bro. Twitch.
You're live on Twitch, or
Okay.
you're not. You're not because the sound apparently isn't coming through, which is always a good discovery. 40 minutes into the stream.
Oh yeah. You're not. Yeah, Vlad cut you out, bro.
Shit.
What's up, Willie? What's up, dude?
Nothing much. I'm just in bed. I just got home from gym and just listening to you guys just talking about the
Oh,
markets. Yeah.
we'll put you to sleep, okay? Because yeah, there's a.
It's very interesting. I prefer it than just watching some Netflix shit, you know.
Same here. Hey, we can make you some money, maybe, as
Yeah.
long as Binance doesn't nuke. Man, I can't believe that.
I mean, it just might. Okay, let's see. I mean, we should have the Discord now on stream. It should be there.
Okay.
Right?
All
Me?
right. Now he's laughing.
It should be
Bubble
there.
trouser.
Wait, just me? Still just me?
Bubble trouser.
No.
Oh, no, the GMX is moo. GMX is taking off, man. Willie, buy some GMX.
All in.
I'm just
All in
Okay, not yet, not yet.
Yeah. No. These are bad habits.
Don't be like us.
You know what you have to like code, Willett? You have to make a code where whatever the shit you guys put on the Discord, you know, like these graphs and these, I don't know, this trading kind of stuff, it just takes it in, reads it, and then tags me and says, Cloudy Wonka buy, Cloudy Wonka sell.
Mm.
That
You
would
know
be
what?
perfect.
Vlad could
Right.
probably code something like that. He's pretty good at that.
Let's make it
Pretty good at
happen.
that stuff.
Let's let's do this. What was the make a Discord bot?
Yeah. Okay, now he can hear us all. All right. Okay. So where were we? Oh, you were talking about Arbitrum.
Right, yeah.
So what got you into using it in the first place? Was it just for the airdrop?
No, actually, it was oh crap, what was it? It was a project, if I'm not mistaken, that kind of led me there in the first place. But
Okay.
it always, it always kind of seemed much easier. Like I've known about scaling the scaling issues on Ethereum for a very long time, and I mean everyone that was here last bull run knows what that kind of feels like. And
Yep.
I think
So-
it's easy to forget in the bear market, for example, that the curve on adoption in the space is still up and to the right, which means scaling is still, it is still like one of the biggest problems to solve still. Like overarching,
Yeah.
cycle, multi-cycle problems, basically. And and I mean, other than that, it's just a lot cheaper, so you can experiment with a lot more things. You can try out the blockchain games, do more swaps and farming if you want to do that.
Yeah, no, a lot of big accounts on Twitter. They talk very good about it. Not like some of these other things that have come out, in recent times. So I wish I would have minted my pandas on Arbitrum and Optimism, because then I would have got an airdrop just for doing that. That'd have been nice.
Yeah. But we have
people
we have
are talking
ZK
about
Sync,
payback.
of course, coming up.
Okay, so tell us about that.
Oh no, oh dear, that's that could be a long one. No, but it's the same thing. Scaling technology just opened up for regular users. Basically,
Cool.
they're gonna airdrop. My view is that airdrop's gonna be fairly significant in value. because I think the coin and sort of economics around that coin is going to be very interesting for the crypto
Okay.
sort of crypto market in general. Because
And you posted something about that, right?
yeah, I mean, so I have a whole thing about it, but basically what it is this type of scaling technology that is called zero knowledge proofs requires hardware. Like it requires basically specific application specific hardware. Is kind of the equivalent of what a Bitcoin miner is, right? It's a machine built to do one
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
And with Bitcoin and with Ethereum, when you're mining with all the GPUs and other chips, they were all competing against each other. Um, so basically, one got the reward, and all of the other expended energy, essentially useless. For this kind of thing, all of the GPUs or chips can they can work together basically. So not to make it too complicated, I think zero knowledge scaling is actually going to bring back sort of mining, but in a different way, where you don't mine to um, solve the next block, but you instead contribute GPU power to create these proofs that you post on Ethereum. And what makes zk-Sync special is that they have claimed to crack the problem so that their technology can be ran on general hardware, which means GPUs, which no other ZK scaling company has been able to do. So that basically means two things, because they can also, this means that they could also start securing for other ZK projects, right? They can, basically what I'm saying is ZK Sync, that whatever that coin becomes, does have a chance to be, first mover and kind of grab a very significant share of the entire sort of zero knowledge proofing with GPUs. And I don't know, in my experience, a lot of the things that have had hardware tied to them, a novel way, which Bitcoin and Ethereum first, and Litecoin, they tend to have large market cap.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
don't know, I think,
ZK,
yeah.
is that related? Is that related to that Zuko guy, that Zcash guy?
No clue. Yeah.
Oh,
No, wait. He is the guy that I think originally kind of pioneered the technology, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
But I don't know that he is involved in that project.
All right. I'll have to read that article. Sounds complicated.
It's basically, yeah. It could be if we're lucky and we're long when the market realizes it. That it could be like, yeah, kind of a new version of mining.
Hmm.
One where basically, yeah, it's more like betting on the miners themselves. It's a little bit strange in this case, but
Okay.
if ZK Sync, if their technology ends up doing this for a bunch of other projects, like Scroll, like Arbitrum is going to move to zero knowledge at some point. Optimism is going to move to zero knowledge at some point, and just imagine like that future exists where ZK is actually kind of the king of all, the one, the tech and the kind of the network of GPUs and hardware that kind of secures all of that. So it can kind of balloon in market cap, I think, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And again, I'm like a frog on the internet though, so don't take my
Yeah,
word for
yeah. So if we, but the bottom is in, sir. The bottom is in.
it.
So
But yeah,
that's
the
all that
bottom, the
matters.
bottom's in.
Don't worry. Hey guys, don't worry. The bottom is in. So we're at 27,000 now. Bottom is in at 15. So it's okay. You could buy. You don't have to worry about it. It's only 12,000 more to go. That's pretty far down. Yeah. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I need to look into it. I think B-Ways had minted an NFT or something on there, and that'll probably earn him something.
Yeah, you meant it like a ZK8 or something, I think it's called.
Oh, of course they have to have an ape too, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, they were carbon copies, so
All right.
All right, so
Well,
10 minutes to
what I was
closing.
thinking on the
Or wait, no.
yeah, 10 minutes of closing. Like I said, I'm not really paying attention to the legacy right now because I don't think that's what really matters for what we're doing. BTC wise, if you want to switch to my screen, I can go over some things I was looking at,
I got you.
even though I'm unprepared. But
There we go.
are we there? Are we there?
Yes.
Are we
Yep.
there yet? Okay. Yeah. So this white 200 weekly, it corresponds pretty good with the top of this range that we have, about 25.3, 25-ish. I mean, that is a level. If we go down there, I mean, you got to buy. I mean, you have to. If you don't, then you're scared and you're never going to make money. If you go back to what happened a few weekends ago on this whole thing, let's see, did I put it on here? No, it's not on there. It's on. I had it somewhere. Must be on. I got too many charts. Yeah, similar situation happened here during the USDC peg issue, and
Right.
right there, that was the sweet spot for me. Again, 200 weekly or 200 day moving average with all that other confluence going on. That was the buy, and of course I didn't think it was going to run this high, so I do think we're overextended. But back to the higher time frame, it's the daily. I mean, you just got to think that if it does come down here, I mean that's top of the range. If we fall back in the range, that's not good. So you get pretty quick invalidation. Plus, we broke the 200 weekly with authority, so there's no reason to go back down there. But if we do, it's got to hold. So that's where I'm at on all that. And of course, Litecoin, you guys know that. I'm pretty vocal about it. I'm not shy about it. I'm not ashamed. All these BTC pairs though, looking pretty crappy, except for one, and it's this one right here. And sure, I mean, that doesn't look good. Okay, but let's face it, this is the Doge Bitcoin. We're at the current year low, so we're at the 2023 low. We're pretty much there right now with the 200 weekly right there. You got a corresponding high from a few years ago here. I mean, this is make or break for that too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I will be bidding it. Yeah, I will be bidding it. Just depends on where Doge is at that time on the USD pair, because
Yeah.
you can't pay your mortgage. You can't pay your mortgage with BTC, so you got to pay attention to the.
Pretty sure you can actually. It's
Sim.
I forgot what that company is called.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Mine doesn't, so that's all I care about. But yeah, this I mean, this is pretty ugly. This is one of my higher time frame charts. I don't really show people. But if you look at all this moving average confluence here, I mean, it's gonna take a few Elon tweets to get above that. But here we are. Yearly opens down here at about 7 cents. So if we get down to the yearly open, I might start trying to bid this, depending on how everything else looks.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
We got a little more. Yeah. The current year low is down to like 6 cents. So, you know, you take a shot here, and you know, if you get invalidated, then you take your shot down here, and
Yeah.
at least play it up to those moving averages. But again, it was shaping up where, hey, if BTC was going to hold and things were looking pretty good, that this was going to be a play. But if we get, I mean, if Binance gets, you know, I'm not going to say shut down, but if it gets shut down out of the U.S., I know Binance is much bigger than the U.S., but it's still going to have an effect. Because it's kind of weird because Binance US is not even really its own exchange. It's, you know, it's really, I think that's one of the things that are kind of weird about it. They only offer things off of the main Binance exchange that are approved in the US. So it could very easily get shut down. And that's why I got all my money out there.
Yeah.
Again,
That's
like the third or fourth time I've done that.
That's a smart play. Hey, look, ARB is tanking now. So let's see if we can have a look at ARB.
Haha.
Here we go.
Have a look at Arby's. Woo! Oh, oof.
I'm in.
So this is my low time frame trade. Oh wow. You're buying?
I long that sucker. And
He bought? Okay.
we'll see how it goes. I mean, I can jump out at any second. I am in from
I can only do 20x.
114.15.
I'm in from 114.89, and I can only do 20x leverage, so I can't get too excited about that. I just
Oof.
gotta throw down more money, I guess.
This feels heavy though. I might hop out.
It's not looking good. Are you trading the 15-second chart again, bro?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. But you know, I'm gonna listen.
110 was on that initial day. I shared it in that other channel that thread.
Yeah.
This was where I got in before. So 110 is a buy for me. But it's really just one wick on the first 30 minutes that thing was even available. So you can't put too much faith in it.
Yeah.
But that's more faith than what you see on Twitter right now, because what I see on Twitter is just nothing but a bunch of memes. 90 cents, 88 cents, 69 cents, 42 cents, you know.
Let me show you my my chart here. This could be fun.
All right, let's
On
see.
ARB, because I don't know. Oh wait, did I actually? Oh yeah, here we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I drew this one on stream.
Where does that go? 104, 102?
Yeah, something like that on a timeline. Today, if it were to drop all the way, it goes to 107.2.
Okay. Eesh.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
rough.
that is quite the descending thing you got going on there. How many times have you seen that play out a lot in trading?
No, this is just something I'm trying out, to be honest. So I have no faith
I haven't
that,
seen
that
Okay.
this would necessarily work. What I'm considering more now is that we're kind of already forming divergence here on the 15
Okay.
minute. There's a shit ton of volume though on these. Kind of a fan of that, obviously.
Huh.
But you know, someone did say fade the sharp moves. So
Yeah, buy the liquidations, and I heard Justin Sun is buying, so that is
well, fuck it, it's Justin's fine then. You know, I'm holding that long.
Yeah, holy.
But you know, we can see if we get any other kind of.
Oof.
We don't really have much in terms of
Well,
Confluence yet. Fairly ugly hourly close as well.
hey, we're in the money now, though. We'll see. I might cut it here pretty soon if it gets dicey. But I'm surprised this didn't get the Blur type of price action. I'm kind of shocked at how just stagnant it's been.
Yeah.
Remember, Blur was down in the dumps. Blur was down in the dumps for like half a day, and then as soon as the daily closed, boom, it took off. And I'm surprised there's been no scam action like that.
That is true. Okay, so I had a strange level marked up on my chart, which was 1, 2, 1.1255 are.
1.1255.
I don't know where it comes from. That's the thing. So let's see.
I'm putting my stop at 1.1255 right now. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I wonder where that level came from. Is that like who listed it first?
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna close it at break even.
Could be wise
In case it gets in.
or foolish.
Yeah, in case you get another leg down. It could be, and I'm willing to be a fool. That's okay. I think the
I'm sort of with
downside
you.
right now on this one. Yeah, I think the downside on this one is not something I can see snapping back right now because it's had plenty of chances to do it and it just hasn't done it.
Yeah, that's true.
So what price are the big boys waiting for to buy?
1.1.
I'm trying to figure out here.
I don't know. Like, so one thing that I often watch when I trade is if it gets to my break even and bounces,
Oh,
then I definitely like that. Then I really like that position. If it hangs on my break even, I'll typically close it right now. So I'll close it.
yeah. I'm seeing high volume candles. That's why I'm out. Ooh, to the downside too. Here's your 12.2. Yeah, if I see that high relative volume, that's where I'm like, somebody's making a move, and I don't see any longs really opening up. It's just longs getting crushed. Down on the 1 minute. Yeah, no new longs opening yet.
Ooh, that is rough. Let me know when they do.
I will. I will.
Yeah, there's nothing new opening
Okay.
up on that one.
That's what I'm saying. Is that's you think you can tell when a bid starts coming in for something, and yeah, there's just nothing. There's not a. So what do I got going on here? I've got a Matic short running. My biggest fumble of the morning, man. I had a mask short from $6, and I closed it decent profit before
Yeah.
before my commute, and then during my commute is when Binance tanked, the Binance dump.
Oh shit.
So that would have been the sweetest. That would have made my day right there. It was a pretty good one. Yeah, yeah. So another fumble Ruski, another where Magna was wrong. Yeah, it's that low time frame trading when your schedule doesn't really allow it. Gets you into positions where you cut them too early. Happens to me a lot during my life.
Yeah. Fortunately. Few times. All right. What do you say? Shall we wrap it up here?
Wrap it up. I don't see any questions. I only see a couple people in the Twitch, so I think we're good. If you got any questions, drop them in the Lev chat on the Discord. That's all I really have time to pay attention to. So drop them in there, and I'll answer them if you got them.
Yeah. Same for me. All right. Well, thanks for this one. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you, Megan. Great chat, and have a good rest of your day.
All right. Appreciate you, man.